Now, if you've been watching any of our other videos that we've been filming here on the nursery, you'll probably have come across some of the ones that we've done featuring these plants. These are the meadow sages, or salvias as they're known botanically. And the reason is that these are quite simply fantastic perennials. Tough, hardy, reliable, easy to grow plants for a sunny, well-drained position. We really like them because they put on a great show, and also people like them because with aromatic foliage like sages have, normally things like rabbits and deers leave them alone. The neat thing about them also is that the flowers attract things like butterflies and pollinating insects. So there's a lot going for them. But this particular clone, which is one called Caradonna, is one that we've been growing here at the nursery for several years, and we really like it. The reason is that this is a nice, strong growing, vigorous variety that will get up to about 18 inches to 2 foot high, sometimes as much as 2.5 foot high. You will see that the stature of the plant is a fairly upright, vertical habit. You'll see that it produces these very dark, almost black stems, and then look at the flower color. This beautiful deep purple flower that just seems to go on and on and on and on forever. Look at the tip of this shoot and you'll see there's still lots of buds to come on there. And one little trick that I would pass on if you're growing salvias and you haven't done it before is just take a look at this plant here, and you'll see that at the base of the stem these flowers here have finished now. They've still got little purple calyxes, which is quite pretty, but then as you go up you'll see that gradually here are the flowers that are just now featuring, and these are going to keep going for the next week or 10 days or so. Once this finishes flowering, what I suggest you do is that you come in with a pair of pruners and you snip it off. That will encourage young fresh growth to break from near the bottom, and on the tips of these you'll see there's little buds that will then break out and keep the succession of flowering going through the rest of the summer and well into the autumn. Sometimes I manage to get 3 cycles out of the 1 year, and sometimes if I get a mild autumn I can get as many as 4 flushes of flowering. So it's worth doing. It helps to keep the plants young and vigorous, but also of course extends the flowering so you get even more value out of the plants. What's interesting about this plant is that it was a selection that turned up on a nursery in northern Germany. Beta Zilmer is the proprietor there, and she found it and developed it, and I'm not sure, but I'm told that the word Caradonna means dear lady. Now whether somebody suggested that name, because apparently, although I've never met her, apparently she's a super nice lady, and therefore the name sounds very appropriate. Anyway, what I suggest you do is take a look at growing some of these in your garden. You'll find that it's very easy to grow, and as I say, reliable, and will put on a great show and last for many years. You can also think about other things that you can put in around it in the garden. For instance, you could grow it with perhaps some lavenders to the front of it. You can look to see if you can put it in with some golden foliage. It goes very well with white Shasta daisies and even roses, yellow baptisias, all sorts of things that you can use with them. You'll find that you're able to create lots of dependable, very colorful schemes in your garden. This is Salvia Caradonna.